top of the class on the road, hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know.
Need me to turn around and don't need me, girl, you're making it easy for me to be narcissistic. When you suck it, I'll twist it. I don't want you to twist it. Trying to sleep in the city, my brain must be no committee for money. Sometimes I'm letting it go.
Welcome to Drinks with the Don. I am your host, the Don. And as always, I have a personal homeboy, my boy TJ in the building, on master mixologist. TJ, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for having me back. You know what I'm saying? TJ, you know what I'm saying? IG handle Suge Light. Today, actually, we're going to be making a drink called Bubblegum Pop Shit.
Okay, I like that.
You already know, you know what I'm saying? My boy Bob Lennon got us going. So we got a little red berry Ciroc as our base, lemon juice, simple, some mint, a few other things, you know what I'm saying, make it a little eclectic so we can pop our shit today.
Hey.
Also, I want to shout out my son's clothing line. That's Painted Dynasty, 1D on IG. Y'all holla at me.
Say less. So look, like we said, we popping our shit today. We on some bubblegum pop shit. I am so excited to be joined today by the one and only Bob Lennon. Bob, what's good, my brother?
What's up, bro? I appreciate you for having me.
Hey,
bro.
man.
It's a pleasure, bro.
Hey, always.
I tend to making the signature drink.
Hey, drinks with the Don, baby.
Yeah, it's fire, bro.
You know the vibes.
It's fire.
So look, we just gonna jump right into it. We on our bubblegum pop shit.
Okay.
But before we get into that, who is Bob Lennon?
As of now, bro, I'm an unknown legend, bro. Yeah, I'm an unknown legend.
You say you're an unknown legend?
Yeah.
I like that, bro.
Yeah, unknown legend.
I like that.
I feel like I'm not known like globally or, you know what I'm saying, nationally as I should be yet. But I feel like the people who know me and they really fuck with me, they definitely know I'm legendary.
Right. And you definitely exude like star power, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I follow a lot of people. That's one thing they say. It's hard to make. You can't make a star.
Right.
Like, you can have talent, but you also got to be a star to go with that talent. So,
Right.
Yeah, man, that's dope. Well, early in your career, did you face any struggles in the entertainment industry that you want to, you know, talk about any?
I mean, yeah, bro. You know, I just always had trouble kind of like trying to figure out my path. You know, I was always too weird for like the different people, too weird for like the mainstream people, or like too, I guess, mainstream for the different people or whatever. So I just had to really just figure out who the fuck I was, like, and figure out like, just stop trying to please people, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just became Bob to the core.
Hey, bro, be yourself, bro.
Yeah.
That's really what it is, bro, for real. I know early on I saw you with Waka a little bit. Like, do you care to elaborate on that? And
yeah, I had a dope situation with bro. Some people that I was working with brought me in the studio with bro. He was vibing with some records that I had did previous to us meeting.
Right.
And he just took me on his wing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing major. But you know, he started co-signing me, started having me with him at certain shows and having me in the studio with him. And you know, it was a big learning experience for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I took nothing from it but love and experience. So yeah, it was dope.
Nah, facts. What was the biggest obstacle you have faced so far in your journey?
Just time, bro. Time. You know, people been coming up to me for forever, like, bro, you gonna make it. Guy came up to me the other day at the gas station at home. He had me sign a cigarette box. It's my first cigarette box that I've signed so far. He was like, bro, you gonna make it, and it's crazy.
That's legendary.
I've been hearing that for like the last 6-7 years, so it's just the time, bro, not knowing like exactly when.
Yeah, it's almost like that Kevin Hart joke. It's like, you know, you like the money in your checking and savings.
Right.
Like, you know, the money there just ain't hit yet.
Ain't hit yet, right.
But you know, like, I feel that way too, bro. And, you know, it's like, you know when somebody's destined for greatness because you can see it, you can feel it. Yeah. You might not be at that moment in your life yet, but that shit gonna come, bro.
Right.
And I definitely see that shit in you, bro. I just want to tell you that straight up, bro. And one of the things I thought was very dope is I saw you performing with the Mercer University Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah.
That shit was play as hell. Like, how the hell did that collaboration come about? Like, you in a symphony orchestra?
So back home, I was on the Macon magazine cover, And the editor for the Macon magazine, she really started fucking with me after the cover story. And she came to one of my shows I did back home, and she brought the guy who's over the whole classical department for Mercer. And it's crazy because, like, my music ain't really just, like, clean cut, you know what I'm saying? And I was smoking a bunch of weed and shit, and but he fucked with me hard. And he got locked in after that, and he asked me to do the symphony. And at first it was kind of like, it was a kind of crazy fit because I didn't know what it was going to be. You know
Right.
After about a year of working with a composer, he was in New York and I was here in Georgia, but we stayed in contact over the phone. After a while, you know, I really got into it. You know, I had to really like talk about something that was very personal to me. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know how to do that because, like, once again, you know, I'm used to just going to the studio and making music about whatever the fuck I feel. I didn't know how to write something that was gonna make a statement. And when I first started going to the symphonies with like the Mercer thing, you know, because I had to figure out, I had to get a lay of the land. So when I first started going, I used to get all these crazy ass looks. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, I mean, look at me. You feel me? And then I'm at the symphony. So like, I wrote a song, you know, called "Don't Look at Me," and it's just pretty much like just talking about like how I deserve to be here more than y'all do. How I feel like classical music is more for like people of color and people who have obstacles more than people who like got, you know, everything handed to them. Cause like classical music, you really don't, like when you listen to classical music, bro, you don't never know where that shit going.
That's
for real, bro. Like it might be here and then here. Like when you listen to regular music,
very dramatic.
You know when the drop coming.
Yeah, you know
classical music, you don't know what the fuck gonna happen. So that's how life is for, I feel like, people of color, people who got, you know, not even people of color, people who just are people of oppression, period. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my song was about. And then when I dug deeper into it, I started to realize, like, is this song really about them looking at me, or maybe I'm just projecting my anxiety on these people? Right. Because I feel like I don't belong here. So it was a weird process, but it came out great, bro. I had so many people come up to me crying, and it was dope to me because I dropped out of school, bro, to do music. And my family looked at me crazy as fuck. And my family was there in tears and proud of me. So it was a dope ass moment for me.
Facts. No, that is definitely that vantage point that you have of how you that analogy rather of like urban, like pairing that urbanness of African Americans with the symphony orchestra. Like that shit, that's amazing, bro. That's how you was able to create a song off of that. That's dope as fuck, bro. Yeah. I just want to tell you that. And so I think TJ almost got us ready back there, but
sure, yeah, we coming right up, fellas.
Let's just jump into it. So we popping our shit today, bro. We on our bubblegum pop shit. That's the album that's out right now. Right. Y'all need to make sure y'all go cop that shit. Go take a listen, support. But what was the creative process for bubblegum pop shit? Before you get started, TJ already got us something made right here.
Oh yeah.
What's this called, TJ?
Bubblegum pop shit, you know, man. So this is just a little craft cocktail I kind of conjured up, you know what I'm saying, just for this special occasion. A little red berry Ciroc, something simple, not too much. You know what I mean? You got the elements of the lemon juice, the mint, a little bit of cranberry, just to, you know, give me that bubblegum flavor, that bubblegum vibe. Yeah. But you know, that Ciroc red berry gonna do it every time. So, you know, that's where we at right now.
Hey, well, cheers. Bubblegum pop shit.
Cheers
to
that,
fellas. Let's see what we hitting on first.
I already tasted it. It was dope.
Ooh. Bro, you don't never disappoint, TJ.
Hey, man, you know what I'm here for.
You never disappoint, my brother.
Get into it.
So, like we said, we popping our shit. We in our bubblegum pop shit. What was the creative process for this album?
Bro, you know, I went through a crazy ass split from somebody who was very special to me in my life. And before I did this album, bro, like all my music was like on some braggadocious, you know, just right type shit. And I did Narcissistic probably last summer, and that kind of kicked off the whole album process because it was like that was the first song I really realized my new creative process. That was the first song where I was like very honest. Right. And like if you listen to that song, it ain't really braggadocious like that. You know, it has its moments, but that was the first song where I was really like, yeah, I'm gonna be vulnerable. Yeah. And I'm gonna just go in the studio and talk about what I feel like talking about. You know, I used to go in the studio and think about like, you know, all my music was honest. All my music was me, but I was always wondering, like, okay, what's cool to the masses? What people want to hear? And once I did Narcissistic, I was like, I'm just gonna make something that I want to talk about. Like, you know, like it was almost like therapy for me.
Right.
And once I put it out, the reception that I got from it was so dope because I felt like people could really relate to it. It made me realize, like, I'm just gonna make a whole album like this. Yeah. A whole album talking about what I want to talk about, talking about, like, you know, how I feel about the split from the person that I was, you know, dealing with, and I also got to just be toxic almost. You know what I'm saying? People be like, what you mean? Like it's music, so
That's
you know,
true.
you can say what you want to say, and it might not even be like politically correct. It might not even be the correct thing to say.
Right.
But it was a way for me to just, like, you know, say, like, I fucked up, but fuck you. Cause people be feeling like that.
They do. That's
like,
valid.
yo, like,
That's valid, bro.
I fucked up as a man. You feel me? But you
Well,
left,
fuck it.
so you fuck you. You
Fuck
know
it.
what I'm saying? Type shit. So
Fuck it.
but at the same time, I got to, like, really grow as a man and realize, like, yo, I fucked up.
Yeah.
So it was like the album helped me in, like, a lot of different ways, bro.
Nah, that's dope. I just want to shout out Narcissistic. That's my favorite song by far. I ain't gonna lie. I love that shit, bro.
I appreciate it, bro.
But transition, what musical influences inspired you?
Everybody, bro. So early on, I was one of those Michael Jackson kids. I feel like you have those kids in every generation. Like, I was one of those kids that was just, like, randomly into Michael Jackson since a child. But I grew up with my grandparents, so they put me on a lot of different music. Like, of course, Otis Redding, Nat King Cole. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of different people, bro. Prince.
Soul, bro.
Prince is one of my favorites. Then, you know, my mom, my dad, they was all listening to a lot of different hip hop, like Wayne and Bootsy and Jeezy. You know, my stepdad was heavy on, like, Outkast and UGK and Scarface. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just one big, you know, bowl of music.
Sound like a lot of classic artists right there, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, how old are you?
I'm 29, bro.
29? Yeah, you ain't getting a whole lot of Nat King Cole. I know a lot of 29.
Nah, but, you know, like I said, my grandparents just exposed me to a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Etta James and, you know, a lot of different artists.
Okay. So let's talk about a couple tracks on the album. The title for the album, Bubblegum Pop Shit.
Right.
Let's jump on that track first.
So Bubblegum Pop Shit is actually not on the album.
Okay.
But that's what kind of started this album. So when I was with Walk, I dropped the album under his label called Ashtrays. And so what's ironic is the girl that I made this whole album about, me and her was going through it at the time.
Right.
Like, and we weren't talking for like a few weeks. And I went in the studio and I just made a song about her. You feel me? And when I shot the video at one of, like, most hood spots in Macon. It's like a store on the south side, on Houston Avenue. And that's kind of like what bubblegum pop shit is. It's like a genre that's, like, it's just being comfortable with yourself. You feel me? Wherever you at, whoever you is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just pop your shit.
Yeah,
Kinda like
I'm from East Macon, you feel me? But I don't make music like no nigga from East Macon, you know what I'm saying? I don't make music like, you know what niggas like back home and shit. You feel me? And, like, but that's just like, we was at the club the other day and, you know, it was a bunch of ratchet shit going on, and I got done and I performed my shit, and I was comfortable. You feel me? Because that's bubblegum pop shit. You know, it's just a whole mood. You feel me?
Yeah, say less, bro. Say less. But Prom Queen. Let's jump on the next track, Prom Queen.
So Prom Queen, that's like one of them. I'm into movies, bro. I'm into like visual shit, you know, imagery. So like Prom Queen to me is a song about this guy and this girl being from a small town, and like he a lame, and like, you know, she this girl, like they probably like a few years out of high school, but she used to be the prom queen. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like, they adults now, and that shit don't matter.
She do not matter no more.
But to him, she's still the prom queen.
Right.
And to her, she got this whole like idea of like leaving the city. That's why I say Kansas. When you leave Kansas, because to me Kansas like represents like the small town shit.
Right.
And you know, don't forget me when you go to the city, like, you know, type shit. Like, cause she gonna go to Hollywood one day. Someday she gonna go to Atlanta and want to be this big ass IG model or be just
Facts.
really just a bottle girl. You know what I
Right,
mean? But-
really bottle
yeah,
girl.
You know what I'm saying? But,
Man.
you know, so that's what that song is about to me. It's like on some imagery, you know, visuals type shit. But that's one of my favorite songs off the album because it's one of those songs I feel like that's one of the most like diverse songs on the album. I feel like everybody can relate to that song. You know
Right. Yeah, I love that song too, Prom Queen. That shit hard as fuck. The next track I want to talk about is Destiny's Little Boy.
Right.
That shit go hard too.
Yeah. So my oldest son, his mom passed in probably like 2016. So it's been me and him for a while. And a lot of people on my team, a lot of my homies and shit, you know, they be like, bro, why you don't ever talk about that? And speaking of my creative process, like when I go in the studio, bro, I don't never know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about. I just go in there and I just come out, you know what I'm saying? And so I never ever, like I would try to force it, but it would never come out fire, you know, just talk about my little story or whatever. So I went in the studio one day and a guy sent me a beat, and you know, one of the first things I said was my son lost his mother, I'm his dad and his mommy, and it just came out, and then I just kept going, and I just kept being, you know, as vulnerable as I could, and just talking about shit that's just like really like personable to me,
Right.
and you know, it just came out fire, and I think that's like that's the top stream song on the album thus far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, that shit hard as fuck. Let's transition a little bit. I know you spoke of some of your influences in earlier in the segment, but also I want to know your top 5 of all time.
Okay.
And your top 5 current.
See,
pressure.
I hate doing these.
No order though. No particular order. I don't do the order. Bro.
There's always so many people you gonna leave out, regardless.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, hey,
Okay,
it's over here.
So top 5. I'm gonna do top 5 currently. Then I go to all time.
Let's run it.
Top 5 currently. I gotta say, Baby.
Of course.
Future's my favorite rapper. Like currently, anyway. Drake. And these mainstream people, and I like Tyler, Creator. The reason I like him because I can really relate to him. I feel like I feel like
be going up.
Yeah, I feel like me and him like on the same type shit. Like our music so different, but we got fans that are really like fuck with us to the end.
Heavy.
And I like The Weeknd. I feel like The Weeknd on the same type of shit I'm on. Like he making pop music, but his management and his team on some whole other like street shit.
Right.
You feel me? And then like of all time, I'm gonna say Snoop, cause I feel like Snoop is like the biggest rapper ever, and I feel like people always forget that.
Yeah.
Like, you can go ask your white lady.
Yeah, like Snoop and Martha Stewart shit. Like he transitioned his
Everybody
whole
knows
like
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, everybody
Household
folks.
name.
Yeah, household
Snoop
name for real, bro.
Michael Jackson. Prince.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cause I'm thinking about people I'm always stream when I go out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wayne. And the last one gotta be hard. The last one gotta be hard. Bro, I'm a big Aretha Franklin fan.
I like that. I like what you just did, there, my boy.
I'm a big Aretha
I
Franklin.
like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
She her song "Say a Little Prayer." That's like one of my favorite songs of all time. So yeah, I'm gonna throw her in there.
Nah, definitely Drinks With a Done approved those lists, bro. That's some good hitters on that list, both current and all time.
I appreciate it, bro.
So what keeps you motivated and grinding?
Just the time I don't put into this shit.
Facts.
Time and sacrifices. I can't be like, oh, I did all this to go.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So you came too far to come this far.
Facts.
I don't have my son, you know, staying with people while I've been here and there. And,
Right.
You know, I don't sacrifice a lot, but I don't sacrifice relationships and shit just to like be Bob Lennon, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's, you know.
Yeah,
and I don't sacrifice financial stability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that sacrifice come with it, bro. Anytime you trying to be great, I just want to let you know that, like, that's what come with it. Like, some people get left behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just part of the game.
It's you know, you read it in the book. You know what I'm saying? The little book, but you know, at the same time, it's like, damn. Feel me?
I mean, it hurt. You know what I mean? We humans, we got emotions, but
Right.
yeah, nah. So what other artists do you want to work with? Or you see yourself working with?
So it's a group called The Internet.
Oh yeah, I know the
I
Internet.
think me and them would make like great ass music. I like they like the vibes of they music. I mentioned The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I feel like me and him would do something great, crazy. And Drake, I feel like, and I ain't want to say, I feel like when people say Drake is always like roll his eyes because he's so mainstream, but I feel like me and him slick on like the same type shit, which is
I can see that.
vulnerable type music.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, that's one thing about your music, bro. Like I feel your music. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get in that a little later, but I definitely feel your music. So let's talk about a couple more songs on the album. Never Ever.
Right.
Another one of my favorites, by the way.
Just a vulnerable ass song, bro.
See, we in our feelings here on Drinks in the Dump with Bob Lennon. We in our feelings.
That's what the whole album is. It's like on some emotional ass shit, bro.
Hey, look, we ain't scared. We grown men. We ain't scared to say how we feel.
Right. So, Never Ever is like, I'm talking about like me being miserable because shit, me and my girl ain't together no more, and I ain't gonna never ever fall in love again. But it's so crazy. I got this line where I say, not a redhead, not a dreadhead or a blonde again. You feel me? So like, I'm telling you, really, like, I'm not gonna ever fall in love again, but really, I'm a lover, so I'm gonna fall in love again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a weird, like, double entendre.
No,
but like, so for my video, I've been coming up with a treatment for the video. I'm thinking about doing it like in an AA meeting. Like, hey, I'm Bob Lennon. I'm addicted to love.
Yeah, that'll be hard. I like that.
Yeah, so like, that's
go on, cast me in that thing, bro.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, that's the whole gist of that song, bro.
No, that's hard. Okay, the next song I wanted to talk about is Stranger Things.
So Stranger Things, I recorded in California with my boy Tommy Superior. So I had a show in Cali, and Tommy came along just for the vibes and shit. He knew some people in Cali, and when I was on the plane, I was bored as hell, couldn't smoke and shit. So I'm just sitting there like trying to figure out shit to do. I was like, let me write a song. I ain't did that shit in forever.
Right.
And so I'm not good at really writing music anymore unless I'm in the studio. So I just had this hook in my head that I just kept repeating. Say she want a man, but I'm a bad boy for life like Diddy. I get paranoid at night in my city. Girl, does he love you right? Does he lick it? Like I licked it. And then when we went to the studio in Cali, my boy told me he played the guitar. Him and this dope ass producer / engineer named Bryce, shout out to Bryce. They started working some shit, and I just said that shit. They was like, whoa. And they worked it around it, the words, and me and Tommy came up with a dope ass song. And I named it Stranger Things because it was like, it went right along with like the show, you know, the show's out or whatever.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Stranger Things means like, yo, you a stranger to me. Like, I really don't even know you, shawty. Like, you know what I'm saying? We used to be on this whole, like, love shit, but I don't even know you no more. Like, who the fuck are you type shit? You know
Right. Facts. All right. Right now is the time in the Drinks with the Don. I like to play a game called This or That. And so you just got to pick one or the other. If you want to elaborate, you can, but it's not that deep. I'm not going to give you any information. I'm going to give you just 2 words. You got to pick one or the other. This or that.
Okay.
Chance the Rapper, Vince Staples.
Chance the Rapper, I don't really fuck with, I don't really know Vince Staples, but every time I don't see him, he don't seem kind of like Vince Staples, that's a dark skinned dude?
Yeah, from Cali.
Okay, yeah. I don't really know Vince Staples like that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen his interviews. He seems like a very dope person, a very like intellectual person, but I don't really know his music like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with Chance.
Oh, I'm going with Chance.
Yeah, Chance.
Yeah, definitely.
But see, I get like a Chance vibe from your voice and stuff though. Like that's why I kind of
So like I said, I've been inspired by a lot of people. Chance was one of those people I was listening to early on in my career. So
yeah, I feel that. Kanye or Kid Cudi?
Kanye.
Cudi.
That's crazy.
Cudi is personal to me.
Okay.
Like there's a story behind that, but it's me and Cudi went through some shit together.
Oh, okay. You personal, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll say less. I don't know Cudi personally, so I'm gonna say yes.
No, I don't know him personally, but his music spoke to me personally.
Okay, I got you. Oh, yeah, you felt that shit. I feel it. All right, Miss American Pie or Narcissistic? I know it's gonna be hard for you, my brother.
I'm gonna say Miss American Pie because, bro, I see kids and I be like back home. I be like, I know this. They be like, bro, what's up? I'm like, how old are you? You know, they be young as fuck.
Right.
And I'm thinking they know me for some new shit. They know me for that Miss American Pie. So.
Right. And just so our viewers know, those are 2 songs that Bob has dropped. Y'all definitely check out both of them are dope as hell though. That Narcissistic Mind, so I'm just gonna put it out there.
Okay.
I already made that clear though. Lil Uzi Vert or Future?
Future.
So Big Pluto, not Baby Pluto.
I fuck with both of them, but I've been on Futures and astronaut status. You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy. You said it's your favorite artist. I didn't even know that before this interview.
That's my favorite artist.
What you got back there?
You know I'm rocking with the City Boy King,
City
man.
Boys, we up, baby. Shout out to Gwen, Trollo Gwen, City Boy still up. This ain't even your episode, we still up. All right, you got a song called Prom Queen on the album, and the movie Carrie is an older movie.
Right.
If you had to pick between the 1976 release of Carrie or the 2013 remake.
I ain't never seen the remake. I only know the classics.
Okay, say less.
Classic.
Say less. You ever seen it, Carrie?
No, I never seen
Man,
it.
come on, you got to get it together, boy.
No,
You never seen Carrie?
no.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah, you got to see that, bro. Like, yeah, it's a classic. It's a cult classic.
I'm on
bro.
that tomorrow morning.
Yeah, for real. All right, the last one I got for this or that, y'all. Something you spoke about earlier. I'm glad I got it on here. Ashtrays or bubblegum pop shit?
Oh, definitely bubblegum pop shit. Like I said, bro, I found myself with this album. I really learned like who I am, and you know, when I listen to my old album, it's cool. But
Yeah.
it's just on some rapper shit. It sound like some rapper shit. When
Right.
I hear this shit, it's like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
Right.
You know, like I can relate to this. You know, what he's talking about, it don't sound like nothing that's out right now.
Right.
So yeah.
All right, so let's get into, like I said, I already spoke my favorite track, Narcissistic. How did this song happen? Like, I felt that shit. Like, that song, I feel that shit.
So like I said, bro, so Narcissistic came out in the summer. Me and Shawty, who I'm just like so fucked up about, we probably split like in the spring. And I was in the studio with my homeboy and shit. It just came out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just came out. And what's so crazy is like she had, you know, I feel like, thank you. I feel like, is that one of the questions on there? It's like one of the questions you asked me. It's like, is narcissistic like one of the...
Oh, yeah, we about to get to it. I was just trying to warm you up, my boy. I was trying to let the viewers remember the story.
Shawty used to be calling me very narcissistic all the time. And I used to be looking at her like, man, you just sound like social media.
Did she even know what it meant?
Because people don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to
Do they
get
know what it
into.
mean?
You know how to set the stage.
But like, Shawty was a psychology major, so...
Oh, she thought she knew it all.
She
then.
probably, she probably didn't know what it meant, but I just feel like, to me personally, bro, like, women be confusing shit with like just men, just masculinity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got flaws, but that's what made me a man.
Right.
You know, like, I'm just a man. That don't mean, cause I hear like my homegirl say that shit all the time, like narcissistic. I be like,
Yeah.
yo,
Ain't that many narcissists in the world, man. Come on.
narcissists in the world, like
nah.
you feel me? So I think a lot of women just are like, you know, like social media got the game fucked up so hard right now.
Yeah, that's like a trigger word. Like, that's the first thing to go to no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a narcissist.
You're a narcissist.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like-
saying? So
Yeah.
but that's I played on there in the song. It's like, you making it easy for me to be a narcissist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you making it easy for me to be an asshole type shit because it's just the way you acting. So that's how it came about.
Yeah, so do y'all, you kind of touched on it a little bit, so do y'all boys feel that men or women are more narcissists? Like, who y'all think is, if you had to pick one gender? Since we're talking about it.
I'm
Because
gonna
we're
go
talking about
first.
it, y'all.
You want to go first?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Who's going to fall on that sword first? Who's going to sacrifice himself first? Put drinks with it
I
done.
ain't trying to lose no fans right now, man.
All right, we ain't going to answer. We'll skip it.
I want to hear what you got to say to her.
Oh, well, I ain't got no fans to lose, you know what I'm saying? Mine's locked in and loyal. But what I'm going to say is kind of to a testament to the social media aspect. Women get away with a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like, by way of what they post, what they put on. When you talk about selling sex, you think of a woman. So when you talk about an image, you're going to think of a woman before you think of a man. And that's not even thinking, that's coming from women as well.
That's true.
It's to the point where you got women who get off on female porn, but they straight women. That's a testament to how much women idolize women, but so do men. So therefore, we talk about narcissism.
That boy dropping some stuff today, y'all.
We talking about narcissism.
Don't go off. Get in your bag. Get in your bag.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to women all day at the bar. Women love women. Men love women. Everything is okay for a woman, but if a man does it, it's controversial. You might be canceled. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay for a woman to proceed in a certain way, in a manner. They got a slut walk. You can do whatever, however you do it.
Right.
We don't have that luxury.
So just so we clear, your answer is women.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I'm gonna let TJ handle that one. I ain't gonna get into that. But that was a good explanation.
That was a great answer.
For real.
But now listen to bro. I think I gotta agree with bro, man.
Yeah.
I think I hear the concept of self-love come more out of like a woman's mouth than I hear from a man.
Oh yeah. Or self-care day. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. And I think men need to become more comfortable with those ideas, of course. But I just think and I think women don't start to like use it as a weapon.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of shawties that get mad at me and be like, "Oh, I gotta start loving myself." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and you don't really hear men talk like that
right
as much. So I definitely think I agree with bro.
Right. In your music, I hear a lot of rock influences, bro. Right. And especially the song "Dead Roses." Like I was rocking out to that shit. Or maybe it's like just emotion or pain. I just feel your music though. Right. So like, what influences do you credit for that rock or soul feel? I mean, I know we spoke about like Aretha Franklin's and those, but definitely that rock aspect. We haven't really talked about that.
So like, I don't really tell people this a lot, but like, so my dad's mom, her mom, and Little Richard daddy. So her mom's dad and Little Richard's dad were brothers.
Oh, dope.
So Little Richard is my cousin, and
that makes sense.
Yeah, so like when I like do my music, I ain't never really been into like rock or no shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've heard a few rock songs that I like, of course, but like I think it's just in the blood, bro. I just think it's in the water from back home. You know, I just think we got some dope ass artists coming out of the city that are just different. You know, like Macon is, they call that shit the home of Southern rock. You know? And that's really what it is. Like Richard is the architect, so I feel like it's in the water and it's in the shit back home. So like, you know, when you got you a dope artist, when it comes out for real, it just comes out as that. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's rock.
Yeah. Nah, I fuck with it. So do you have any advice for any aspiring artists in the game to give them?
Any advice? Like when people ask me this, I go blank, but when I'm in front of people, I have everything to say. Any advice? Don't let that get in the way. Like, you know, niggas, I be talking, bro, so many niggas be coming up and they're like, bro, I'm so proud of you. And I be looking at them like, bro, I ain't do shit, but I just stuck to the game plan.
Right.
Like, I ain't let nothing get in the way. I ain't let, you know, I got kids and shit, you know, I'm a great father, you feel me? But I didn't let nothing get in the way of me being me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't let, like, no females. I didn't let death. I didn't let nothing, money, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I had to do to do what I got going on, I did it.
Right.
And, you know, I'm blessed to, you know, be getting booked for shows at home and shit. But it was a time where, like, I had to go perform for free, like, weekend after weekend, out of the state. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
What it sound like though is all the things that you went through was like fuel for you know what I'm saying, like just getting to where you needed to be.
No, facts.
Things that were supposed to stop you was actually got you where you're supposed to go.
No, you can't have a testimony without a test. So
you feel me? Yeah.
They're gonna drop that game for real. So what's next for Bob Lennon? Like, what can the viewers expect to look for?
So you gotta follow me on IG and social media. I'm on Bob Lennon, or Who Is Bob Lennon. So right now I've been kind of quiet, and a lot of people are like, "Well, where you at?" You know, I really just been taking the time to really like digest my album, because I didn't, you know, you as an artist, you drop an album, you got your rollouts and shit. Right. And I really just had to take a time like damn, I put out an album, because I don't had a lot of shit happen since while I was making this album. Like, you know, I had some legal trouble getting on probation and just trying to figure out how to put out an album while I'm, like, you know, supervised and shit. But I made it happen. Yeah, and then, you know, like I said, I got my son and shit. So I really just had to take time to digest this album and celebrate. But soon I'm going to be coming with more visuals from the album. You know, shout out to Muse. Muse Dixon. Yeah, she helped me come up with like a whole plan. So like, I'm for me personally, I want to release a video or a visual for every song off the album, because this album, one of those albums, is like, you know, people's attention spans are short, but I think this album can last me for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I want to release visuals for it slowly but steadily. So that's what I got coming up next, and you know, some dope ass shows and dope ass content. You know, I'm just trying to come up with different ideas and shit. But like I said, right now I'm just taking the time to digest everything. But you can expect all that soon.
Right. And definitely make sure y'all go cop some merch. Y'all see what I'm rocking today.
Oh yeah. Peaklighter.shop. Peaklighter.shop.
Yeah, definitely go check that out. And what was your how they follow you again on your IG?
Yeah, so I'm Who is Bob Lennon on IG, Bob Lennon on everything else. BOBLENNON. Follow me. I follow you back. You know, just get my attention and shit.
Say less. Well, listen, it was a pleasure having you, my brother. I'm gonna lift up the glass and do a toast to you.
I appreciate it.
And once again, thanks to Bob Lennon for joining Drinks with the Don. I just want to let you know, bro, I wish Bubblegum Pop shit all the success, all the streams. Let's get this bread, bro. I wish you much happiness, wealth, all that good shit, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Signing you guys,
yeah,
bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, definitely, bro. Cheers up. Drinks with the Don.
On the road, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on the road, hey. And it's time to run it